Alright, welcome into Grilled by Angus. I'm Angus, joined today by a fantastic Winnipeg guitarist and friend? I'd say friend.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Clinton Giesbrecht.
You nailed it.
Oh, there we go.
You nailed it. We're rolling.
We're rolling. That's how you know this is going to be a good one.
Oh, yeah.
So, grew up in Winnipeg, obviously.
Oh, yes.
Brothers, sisters, how did that whole...
Yeah, I got one sister, one brother, both younger.
Okay, do they play instruments or?
Yeah, my sister, my mom started us all in piano when we were small.
Ooh.
And she stuck with it the longest. She still plays piano. Mom tried to get her to learn fiddle. Still, my grandpa's old fiddle. She probably can still play it, but doesn't really anymore.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then, my brother stuck with piano the least amount of time. And was like, nah, didn't like it. Picked up bass for a little bit, whatever. Then he found drums. Now he's a very good drummer.
Okay, so musically inclined family.
Yeah, my my dad less so. He loves music.
Yeah.
He's got great taste in music. Like, introduced me to so many classic rock bands and stuff that he listened to that was influential for me.
You can talk a little closer to the mic.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Fall away here. I just play guitar. I don't know how to use a mic.
Yeah, I know. That's what the sound guy's for.
Yeah, exactly. Just turn me up in the mix.
Yeah.
But my dad he played tuba, I think, in high school band.
Legendary.
And he actually can hold a decent beat on drums.
Okay.
But he wouldn't consider himself super musical.
Yeah.
But he loves music, so.
So what was the very first album you remember Dad showing you?
Oh man. The first one that he showed me. The first thing that comes to mind, just song, is by Dire Straits, "Sultans of Swing."
Ooh.
That was also one of my favorite songs that I learned on guitar relatively early on. But that was Layla by Eric Clapton.
So just early classic
just the early
rock.
classic rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and I think just such fantastic stuff. So what was the first one that you were hey, look at me rip on this, and you got to be excited to show him?
Oh man, I mean, learning the intro to Sultans of Swing.
Yeah.
That classic riff at the beginning of that was oh, this is sweet.
So
I remember hearing it, it's hey, this is very cool, and I kept listening to it, it's oh, I got to learn this.
Yeah.
So yeah, figured it out, and it's yeah.
It's because this is pre-YouTube, I assume, or learning everything from YouTube.
Yeah, he would often show me some of his favorite songs on YouTube.
Yeah.
Because then you can watch the performance of it too. He really enjoyed that. We enjoyed that part.
That aspect of no, but I'm asking YouTube tutorials.
Oh, as far as learning it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean there probably would have been, but I mostly just tried to figure it out by ear.
Okay.
And I was going to a guitar teacher at the time, Rod Makovic, another really fantastic Winnipeg guy, and if I would bring him a song I couldn't figure it out, and he would write out the music for it or kind of break down the parts for me. So, which I enjoyed. I still enjoy that more if I to learn something from a person, because you can get instant feedback. Oh, I can play it, and I have no idea if I'm doing it right, other than what I can hear, or if there's a different fingering I could use or something. So
yeah,
having somebody actually teach me it was oh yeah, this is a lot more fun.
Yeah.
It's more enjoyable.
And that's what I appreciate about great musicians, is the fact that you guys are still always willing to learn. I just found out Neil Peart was still taking drumming lessons, even though the dude was the GOAT.
Totally.
And it's just dang.
Well, that's I think what makes some of the best. The reason you get that way is because you're not afraid to stop learning and challenging yourself and putting yourself in the room with other equal or better musicians.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I just got to know what the ego is on the guy who's in I'm just teaching Neil Peart how to do jazz.
Yeah, that's
whatever.
Crazy.
There's the poor guy that taught Taylor Swift how to play guitar. It's don't even mention my name.
Yeah. Oh man, Alana just watched the Taylor Swift documentary the last couple nights.
Which ones? Because she's got a new doc out every 6 months.
Well, there was a show out, her live show.
Okay.
But there's an actual documentary that they've got for her whole Eras tour. I don't know why I'm tangenting off
No,
on the
that's
Taylor Swift.
what
I'm not even a
podcasts are
Swiftie here. But she has like the camera crew following around like literally almost every second of her Eras tour, and then they just built this doc out of it.
I mean,
and it was like, as a non-fan, like I do love some Taylor Swift.
Yes.
I wouldn't consider myself a big fan, but
I mean, she does have some bangers.
yeah, it's a really, really good doc and very fascinating to see.
Interesting. But I mean, again, when you got $1 billion in the bank, it's whatever. Yeah, I'll pay 60 guys to film me over the next 3 months, over the next year.
Yeah, exactly. Have these salaried people following you around. Yeah,
one day.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
We'll all get there.
But, hey, man, someone's got to
On our
pick
own
up the
level.
reins. And I mean, like, let's face it, that like, I know you're playing you're playing a lot of different stuff. Like, let's appreciate what you can do. But like, that generation of old rockers, they're starting to die. And we gotta have the expert tribute bands come out here and do their thing. So
Absolutely.
It could be you.
Oh, could be. I mean, hey, I'm already in the Johnny Cash tribute band.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, so this will probably come out in like February. You guys got any shows coming up anytime soon?
Yeah, we are playing. We're playing at the Rec Room, actually. End of January? No, beginning of February.
Beginning of
Playing
February.
the
There's
Rec
a
Room.
chance this comes out before that. So if, Cold Hard Cash, go catch
There
them.
you go.
Those guys do some good work. And
Hey, it's a fun show.
Like, how did you originally get yourself involved with the music scene? Because, like, I know that you did the church playing, whatever, but, like, to transition out of the church into actually the scene, it has to be a weird one for a guy.
Yeah, well, it was after, like, it was kind of away for 2 years. Like, we came back from Norway and then got married, like, within the year after that. And so I was already at that point, I was like, okay, I think I want to, like, I didn't have, like, any specific friends that had a band going, but it's like, I'd love to play in a band, do more than just playing at home.
Yeah.
Jam with people more and play out more. So I literally started, like, going on Kijiji, on, like, the community ad section, and, like, you can search, people are posting, like, oh, come try it for my band, or looking for a guitar player. And so I would just, like, go and find all the ones that were kind of, like, blues band, or classic rock band, or indie pop band. Anything that was, like, remotely interesting, I'd respond to, and, like, go out to these auditions and meet these people, and just, like, learn some of their songs and see if I clicked with them.
And who's been, like, the most impressive artist that you've got to work with so far? So I gotta give some love to the Winnipeggers here.
Totally.
That's what this is all about.
I think, my favorite one of my favorites right now, I started playing with Mise en Scene, who they've been around. They're just a staple in the Winnipeg music scene. They've been around for over 10 years. Do you know any of their?
I couldn't tell you a song, but it's like, I've definitely, like,
it's
you go to enough shitty bars in this city, you're gonna find some bands.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've definitely heard them before. I'm sure I heard them at the Toad or something like that. So
nice.
It's again, the scene in Winnipeg is vibrant right now, and
Absolutely.
I absolutely love it. I'm thrilled that you're a part of it.
Yeah,
and
that's
like
awesome.
you do a lot of traveling cross country cross province anyways.
Cross province at least for now.
But why do you think Winnipeg has such a good music scene? Like, do you think that it's like this elsewhere, or is it? Do you feel like this is something special right now?
I think it's a uniquely Winnipeg thing for sure. I think everybody always jokes about Winnipeg being a small town kind of city. Like, you're whatever, only 2 degrees of separation between every person in the city, essentially.
Yeah.
It feels like it's like if you know one person and you're all, you're connected to the next person kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I think, that kind of connectedness makes for, like, a really tight-knit music community. And, like, everybody really is really good about hyping each other up. And it is competitive in a sense, but not like, I would imagine it's competitive in, like, Toronto or Vancouver and, like, a much bigger city.
Yeah.
Like, everybody's willing to, pass each other's names on to, like, that's how I got most of my gigs, is word of mouth. Or, like, somebody saw me at a show and was willing to reach out and was like, hey, you were great at this. Would you be willing on checking out some of my music and jamming with me? Or I played with one person and they passed my name on to somebody else. I was like, hey, this person's guitarist is out for a couple shows. Do you want to fill in? It's like, it's great.
Yeah.
It's great to have that kind of community and everybody, like, kind of looking out for each other and building each other out.
Because we're like, it feels like we're waiting for that next band to make it either nationally or internationally. Like, the last and maybe I'm wrong here, but the last band that I can think of that really got out of Winnipeg was the Watchmen.
The Watchmen? I don't even know if I know.
Stereo? My life is stereo.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That one. That's like the last band from Winnipeg that I can think.
That like really made it outside of Winnipeg.
But even still, Stereo, that one song, that's the one song everyone outside of Winnipeg knows, where it's like, if you're listening to City, the big rock station here, you're hearing 5 of their songs probably.
Okay.
But if you get to go to a Watchmen show, one of the most beautiful Winnipeg moments you'll ever experience.
When was the last time they played here? Do you know?
Oh, it feels like they play here at least once a year. They played at the Grey Cup Festival. I saw them at Club Region a couple years ago, and so they had. There's just like this big sing-along moment, and it just
nice.
I've never felt so connected to this city in one big moment. Like, there's moments when it's like the whiteout party.
I was going to say the whiteout party,
and it's like you are connected at that point. But like there's just something about the Watchmen and 1,500 people at Club Regent just singing.
Totally. Yeah, a concert is a different kind of experience that people can kind of connect at, I feel like.
Yeah, because you're never really talking to anyone at the concert, but there's always just a moment where you just know that it's just like, oh, this is a moment in time that I need to hold on to forever.
Totally. Well, and you're all there because you all have the same common interest in this music or this artist.
Yeah.
Or whoever. So it's really cool.
And have you ever had that moment where you've had maybe not 1,000 people, but a couple hundred people singing back at you? Obviously, you're doing your guitar thing, but like just being there in the moment.
Well, bringing it back to Taylor Swift. A couple years ago, I played for artist Sid Bomek in the city. And I think you've come to.
Yeah, I've seen her a couple of times.
Yeah, but she got asked to play at a Taylor Swift tribute night. They put on at the Park Theater. It was like an eras show, so they got 3 different bands to cover 3 different eras of Taylor Swift music. So we got asked to do the country era.
Nice.
And it was a really cool experience because it's like, sure, it's not our original music, but you're playing this super well-known music. And from the first song, like we're playing, I don't know, Romeo and Juliet or whatever the...
Yeah.
I don't know the name.
I know which one you're talking about.
Just the guitar parts. But like the whole Park Theater, so we have 600 people, are singing along the whole time. I'm like, oh man, this feels crazy.
Yeah,
it's got to be even more insane, at the
when you've got thousands upon thousands, and doing that every single night. Like you gotta think that's almost like a drug withdrawal for Taylor Swift after the fact.
Yeah.
Holy, we might as well just call this the Taylor Swift episode.
Crazy. I'm gonna not bring up Taylor Swift again.
Yeah, right? You're gonna have to finish 2 beers, you bring her up again.
Yeah. Turn into a drinking game.
Yeah,
Every
right?
time Clinton mentions Taylor Swift, have another beer.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
That's funny.
Oh. So growing up in Winnipeg, like, you were a homeschool kid.
I was.
And, like... Do you feel like that has affected you as an adult? Because, like, I've met some former homeschool kids, and it's like, you see them, you're like, you know. There's other ones like you, and it's like,
I'm that's flying under the radar here. No, I don't know. I think, I don't think there's any negative effects for me. I think my parents did a really good job of, like, socializing us.
Yeah.
Like, I never felt like I didn't have friends growing up. So that was really good. Like we were always in, swimming lessons or different, like rec league kind of soccer or hockey growing up. Even just in the homeschool community, we had a lot of close friends that they'd rent out like gymnasium every week on a Friday and we do stuff or.
Just like going to some school and just hanging out at their gym?
Well, actually, we did like community centers.
Oh, okay.
They'd have like a gymnasium you could rent out. The Sturgeon Heights one, there's like a rink there too. So. Yeah, no, I think it was good. I feel like, at least especially in high school, like you kind of get to the point where like neither of my parents are like trained teachers.
Yeah.
Where it's kind of like, hey, we're here to support you, but you're studying stuff now that like you're gonna have to put in a lot more initiative on your own to learn this. There's really good online resources and all that.
Yeah.
But I think it was good. Like I didn't really have like the last couple of grades really spoon fed to me or anything. Like I really had to be intentional. Like, okay, if I want to learn this stuff, I have to, go and get after it myself.
Interesting.
Which I think it was helpful, at least as far as my musical pursuits. Like, music, you like, or whatever, what you're doing too with radio. Like, it's something you got to go out and put in the work. No, you can't just go out and hand out a resume and it's like, hey, I'm a guitar player, hire me.
Yeah, no, it's like you have to show up. You have to do like a lot of BS, just volunteering crap. You're like, why am I putting in 6,000 hours of nothing here?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you're like, I got $50 to do this. Hot diggity dog.
It's the best day of my life.
And I
spent $50 and $50 of beer.
Yeah. But then it's like once that snowball goes, you're like, oh, yeah. I get it all of a sudden.
Totally.
And I mean, like, this is a third iteration of me podcasting.
I was gonna say I knew you had at least one other.
Yeah, so the OG podcast.
Yeah.
A slice of beef.
That's what I was thinking of. Yeah. There's some good episodes.
There really was.
I listened to all of them.
I've gone back and listened to them. Like before I started doing this again, I'm like,
yeah,
let's just see where college Angus was. And
do you have them out? Are they posted?
Yeah, they're still on Spotify.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And it's so funny because it's like, I was trying to be a little bit edgy at that time. And I mean, we're deep in the pandemic too. So the world was crazy.
That's right.
And I was just kind of dicking around. And then all of a sudden, like, yeah, I could still do this.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I kind of picked this up because I was kind of at that point where I was like, I'm not having fun with radio. I think I'm okay to put it to bed. And the moment that I let go of it, I was like, oh, I'm having so much fun all of a sudden. Like,
nice.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
Like, let's genuinely dig in.
Okay.
So it's I just had to let go of wanting.
Yeah.
Which is, I think in everything that you do, there's that kind of an ebb and flow to it where it's like you want to have it, you put in so much effort, and now it doesn't feel like it's doing your thing.
I totally get that. I feel like I kind of went through that a little bit 2 years ago with, like, I was still doing quite a bit of work as like a freelance for hire guy in like the country scene. And yeah, a couple years ago, I felt like, every spare weekend, I was saying yes to every single gig I got offered, whether it was, $100 for 3 sets or something.
Yeah.
Or, you're going to spend the whole weekend and you're playing like whatever, 1 set, you got to drive like 12 hours to get there. And then, it's a whole weekend taken up and you're making $200.
Yeah. You're not making a dime.
You don't want to do the calculation of what you're making hourly on that.
$6.75, and I spent it all on gasoline.
I was gonna say gas station pepperoni.
Yeah. Oh boy. And then all of a sudden, that was a rancid pepperoni you had. You're fighting not to poop your pants.
I can't even think about that.
No, it's just I had a bad experience.
You had a bad pepperoni.
No, I think it was bad bacon.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, I have it.
Where are you buying your bacon from?
I was just a good old Costco, and I think I might have just lightly undercooked it.
Oh.
And I was coming home from dinner, and I was just my guts were ripping me apart. And I'm gonna shit myself.
No way.
Held on, but I was like,
has it ever let it slip before?
Okay. So
I love a good old poop the pants story.
So it wasn't quite poop my pants, but this was back when I was pipelining. So 2019.
Okay.
I was on a date with a girl. I just finished up a 14-day set.
Oh, so you just made thousands of dollars.
Big money. But I went and had a Jimmy John's breakfast sandwich from a sketchy gas station. Warmed it up at first break. So that thing had been in the went from the freezer to the refrigerator to the microwave all within about 4 hours.
Yeah.
So I get through the day, everything's all hunky-dory. I take this girl to Boston Pizza because nothing's hotter than an Alberta date night than Boston Pizza. Yeah. And 3/4 of the way through the night, I was just sorry, I need to go to the bathroom. And 20 minutes later, and I'm not done. And so she got a text from her, you good? I'm so sorry. I think I ate something bad.
Oh, no.
And so I was living out in the middle of nowhere at this point. And so I was driving her back to her place, which was also in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And I hit the gravel road, and I'm like, I have to
Round 2's coming.
Round 2 is coming, and it's either I poop my pants in the car or I hit the ditch. I was I'm so sorry.
You actually went and pooped in the ditch?
I had to. There was no way around it. There was another 20 minutes of driving. It was yeah.
So I think was there no second date after that?
I deserved that.
That's so brutal.
Yeah.
it's funny that of course it happens on a date. Like I
Yeah.
almost had the same experience. This was like after I had asked Alana out like but the first time I asked her out, and we'd been friends for a long time, and I maybe should have asked her out sooner, so I got friend zoned aggressively.
Classic.
But then we were still hanging out, and she was training for the half marathon, and I was like, I'm gonna be all smooth here and just offer to be her running partner, and I will also do the half marathon. I hate running, but you know,
yeah, whatever.
Small sacrifice you got to make for love. So we're up for this run down the Hart Trail in Charleswood. It's a nice forested trail, super beautiful, and we get what we were doing. It was like 8 miles we were doing, so we were at the far end of it, and so we're halfway there, and it's like the other half to come back. We start coming back, and I was like, oh, my stomach's not feeling good. It's like I just gotta hold that till we get home. We get like a couple miles in, and I'm like clenching hard. I was like, oh man, like this is cramps and everything. I was like, this is not good. It's like, what am I gonna do? And I was like, at one point, I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to just like tell her that like I have to go stop and poop in the woods here.
Yeah.
I didn't. I was like, I held out.
You held out.
You know,
got married.
It all
worked out.
It all worked out in the end.
But imagine had you been a weaker man.
If I been a weaker man, you know, things may have been different. Either or we might have bonded. You know, shared trials, but
yeah, but I feel like
maybe not
most women. And
yeah,
your
just
wife
based off your experience.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, my experience. I don't know if everyone should go up based off my experience. But it's like, listen, I've lived a very funny life. So, listen, when you're a guy that's gone across the prairies 15 times over, you know, to decide, am I really going to stay in one place or not?
Have you moved back and forth 15 times?
No, well, I've driven back and forth.
Okay.
Probably, who even knows at this
a lot
point.
of times.
Way too many times.
Yeah.
But no, I've moved back and forth technically 4 times, but what happened, like I came here 10 years ago.
Right.
And then after 2 years went back home and just did a year, and I like 6 months in, I was like, no, I really do miss Manitoba. I'm going back. And yeah, it was like at the same time, I was like, radio school. Beautiful. Nice. I'm going to quit pipelining. You know, we'll do the radio school, and then I'll just be a Manitoba staple. And here I am.
Easy
peasy.
Yeah.
It was definitely not hard at all.
Yeah.
Definitely didn't question anything.
Right. Yeah, no self-doubts at all.
No.
Perfect.
Yeah, and I mean, Winnipeg, definitely a hub of... Well, it is a hub.
It is. It's just small. It's not like a Toronto or something.
No, but it's...
millions of people.
Yeah, but it's like once somebody breaks out of here, I feel like the floodgates are going to open again. We're going to be looking at another... BTO-esque situation where it's like, we got BTO and we got Neil Young and whomever else.
Yeah, that'll be cool if there's somebody that kind of really breaks out like that again.
Yeah, I think it's going to happen again. I genuinely do. Like, there's too much talent here, and everyone feeds off each other too.
Totally.
Like you said, where it's no one's being selfish about who's going to be the best. It's one of us is going to do it, and we need to push them up to the top.
Totally. Yeah, like I feel like collaboration is huge in Winnipeg. Like so many artists who are like great on their own are like doing stuff with other artists.
Yeah.
And like, you know, maybe they're just playing guitar for this other artist, even though they have their own original music and could tour and all of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I think that's great. So I don't know. There'll be somebody.
Where's the best chicken chef in the province?
Best chicken chef. I mean, the one I've frequented most often would have been there's a Charleswood one, is there not?
I believe there is.
Yeah. Is it? Yeah, it's right next to in the same strip mall as the Dirty Dale.
Oh,
the Thirsty Lion, as it's more formally known.
Yes. Oh, the Thirsty Lion.
I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a chicken chef right there. That's where at least
that's your go-to?
That is, yeah, that's where my parents would have always got it from.
Okay.
Growing up.
I mean, fair enough.
A little Sunday afternoon chicken chef.
Yeah.
Good experience.
You know what, I could imagine after a church service some chicken chef.
Yeah.
Would have been unreal.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
And so like, you went to Europe to tour, did you not? Or is that just something that I made up?
You made that up. I wish I had gone to Europe to tour. That would be awesome. It's on the bucket list.
It's on the bucket list,
yeah.
Okay.
Well, like we were in Norway during YWAM.
Yes.
Like, so we lived there for a year. Not touring.
No, but I mean you just did the YWAM thing.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and I mean the place we were staying at, like it was, we were working in a studio and like learning about recording and songwriting and all that.
Oh, so it was like
music related.
Yeah. Okay, I didn't realize it was like a music adjacent YWAM kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know if folks listening know what YWAM is, so we got to do the dive in.
Yeah, it's Youth with Mission.
Youth with a Mission. There we go.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't have told you that if I had to. Like, it's been a minute since I've thought about this stuff.
Totally. Yeah, so, a lot of people do it as like a gap year kind of thing.
Yeah.
Some people will go on and like do more of their programs.
Yeah, like I know people that are like 10 years in.
Totally.
Like,
if they go on full on, full time into missions and stuff.
Crazy stuff.
But 1 year is good.
Yeah.
And the music focus was super cool. And like they had like an on-site like full on recording studio engineer guys that were like training us and had recorded albums and stuff like that. So it was a really cool experience just to be first kind of exposure to that.
Yeah.
Never been in a studio before. Didn't know what Logic Pro was. It's like I know I can play some cool things on guitar.
Yeah.
And how to plug in an amp and turn on a mic and all that. But
how do we make it go from here to here?
Yeah, exactly. So it was a great experience for that.
So what was that? It was probably like 7-8 years ago that you did that, or when was that?
Well, we got married 7 years ago, so that would have been like 8 years ago, just over 8 years.
Dang! Ago. So that was a fast turnaround on the getting to know. Well, you said you were friends with her first, and then
and we had dated for 2 years. Yeah, we dated for 2 years before we ended up getting married.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But fast turnaround on the engagement. We were engaged for like 4.5 months.
Oh, that was it. That was just like
okay. Well, yeah, because we ended up. It would have been longer. But we ended up getting married in January in the winter because her brother was going to be gone in China. And a couple of my relatives were going to be gone. So we were just like, well, we kind of had all the major stuff planned. We could plan this quicker, just get her done while all the family's around. So we did.
So you totally bypassed the social.
We did. I know it's a sacrilegious in man.
It really is.
Bypass the social.
Especially with how much money you can make off of those things too. I've heard some outrageous numbers. Like, there's no way you raise $50,000 off of that.
Some people make insane money on socials.
It's like that's a year's income that you made in one night. Like, like for me, if it had when it happens, it's gonna be a stupid amount of money. Because like I know enough people that it's like I could rent out a decent space, and like I know enough folks that
totally. Well, socials, it's a fun time.
It is a fun time. I've only been to 2.
Okay.
And so it's
I've been to 2. I've probably been to a few more than 2.
Yeah. But it's like I get sloppy, and then I just start throwing my money around just like everyone else does.
Have you ever won any sick social prizes?
No, because I have no luck when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm always actually that's a lie. I won a pair of preseason Jets tickets.
Oh, nice. That's not nothing.
No, it's not. It was actually pretty sweet. But at the time, I was a certified Jets hater. Turned around, seen the light. Yeah. So it was a Minnesota Jets game. And I was just cheering.
You cheered for Minnesota?
I cheered for Minnesota. Sacrilege, I know. And there was a fight going on that night, too. And so I'm out there just yapping about the Jets playing piss poor hockey, and Laurent Brossoit knows nothing. He can't do anything. Yeah, it was, and like I was wearing a Jets jersey, too, but I just couldn't mentally get over that hump, and then...
Were you still Edmonton at heart?
Oh, 100%. But... it kind of just took...
Well, nobody would fault you if you cheered for Edmonton this year and not the Jets.
No. Well, that's the thing. The Jets are so bad. But no, I've become a certified hater of the Edmonton Oilers.
Oh,
I really have.
Full turnaround.
So part of it was because the Oilers had terrible GMing forever.
Yeah.
And that broke me a lot. Darnell Nurse getting his big old contract. I was like, this is garbage. I don't need this.
Yeah.
And then the owner, his company, sued a homeless shelter. And I was like, no, that is my line. That's too evil.
I'm taking it out of there.
Yeah. And so I was like, listen, I get it. Billionaires, for the most part, not great people.
Yeah.
But there's just like certain lines of evil that I can't cross and like support you still.
So suing in a homeless shelter is just like...
Well, it's like what happened there was they had when they built the brand new arena in Edmonton, their entertainment district was overlying a homeless shelter that kind of needs to be rebuilt anyways.
Okay.
So they're like, you know what, $30 million, we'll make it happen. The Oilers were like, here's like $5.5 million.
Yeah.
And then with the pandemic, the price of everything skyrocketed. So what was originally like a $25 million project was now $33 million.
Okay.
And so they couldn't quite raise the last $7 million. So the Oilers were like, we're suing for our money back. I mean, like, you guys can just pay for this. What is this? A Zach Hyman contract?
Yeah.
Like, settle down.
Yeah.
Like, just help.
Take it easy.
Yeah, just help your fellow man out. So I just
yeah, that's tough.
Yeah. So that was my moment where I will not cheer for the Oilers. And like even like the Stanley Cup Finals, I'm like just watching like, no, I hate them. I cannot wear my Oilers jersey.
They cannot be the Canadian team that
no,
plays back.
It's them in Toronto. I will not allow it.
Oh yeah, that really suck if Toronto brought back the
Yeah, you settle down there, you Leafs fan.
Oh, the Leafs.
Oh, the Leafs. Yeah, they're not having a good time. Well,
they're on a hot
time.
Streak now.
Yeah.
They're just out of a wild card spot.
Yeah.
But I just haven't followed it at all this year.
No, but I mean, no passion.
No, it's just like
it's the rich boys club now.
If the Jets hadn't tanked so hard this year, I may have flipped to full on drop the Leafs.
But I blamed you because I mean, President's Trophy last year.
Yeah,
and it was so much fun.
Oh, last year was
and you get
unreal.
into a whiteout party, even at the prime age of 30. Like, my knees hurt. I'm at 28, and I'm just like, I hate this. Why am I here? But I'm getting paid, so it's okay.
It's fine.
Yeah. And you have those big moments, and it's awesome, but at the same time, it's just like, what are we doing?
Yeah. Yeah, I have no idea why our, fortunes changed so much this year.
It's crazy, and I want it to be studied.
Yes.
Like, I hope Mark Chipman's like, I am going to put a couple schmill into figuring out
we need to
what
know
happened to my
what
team.
went wrong, guys. We gotta sort
this
this
is
out.
documentary kind of worthy.
Yeah, put that on Netflix.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure all 48 people in Winnipeg would watch that.
Yeah. Yeah, all 48 of us would.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I haven't watched much hockey this year.
Yeah.
Tough year for the Canadian teams.
It really is. And you know what? You've got so many things going on. You're noodling on guitar. That takes up time.
It does take a bit of time.
And also you yourself are redoing your bathroom, making a new bathroom.
Yeah, adding a new bathroom to the house.
Like that's not nothing to shake your fingers at.
No, so that's been the last month. I feel like last week I finally picked up guitar again and kind of sorting some things out. Gigs are coming up again, so
right on.
But yeah, no, I mean it's been fun. Like I feel like I've learned a lot of decent skills. Like I did all the electrical for the bathroom myself. Great.
No fires yet?
No fires. It all checks out. I had a really good buddy he had helped with replacing knob and tube in our house, and so he was going to do it, but he's a busy guy and had to reschedule a couple times. And so the last time it was like last minute. He was like, "Hey, I'm not going to be able to make it," and I had this whole free evening now. I was like, "What the heck? I'm just going to try it. I've got all this stuff here." So I just started pulling up YouTube and started like wiring stuff in.
Nothing like old YouTube tutorials.
You stay up late at night. It was like midnight and finished a few things in the morning, and I was like turned all the switches on, and some of the lights didn't come on, so I had to change a couple things, and it works great.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, that's like one of those ones where it's like, don't even look at me if you want to do electrical. If you want me to try your plumbing, you know what? I will take
you would attempt plumbing over electrical?
100%.
Really?
Well, like, because I did a little pipe fitting, right?
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, I don't have
You're more familiar with the...
Yeah, I just know things kind of connect at a certain spot. You got cut them and screw them in.
See, plumbing was like more intimidating to me because it's like, it could leak. If you don't connect it properly, it leaks, or maybe it's a slow leak and you don't catch it, and then your thing's all ruined. With the electrical, I'm like, I can plug it all in. If nothing turns on, I just go in and like switch a couple wires around and undo the morettes. Like it seemed more low risk.
You know, and like I don't want to take away from any real blue collar guys. We gotta understand, my hands are soft now.
Yeah.
But the more and more I dick around on my car, the more and more I do home maintenance. I'm like, you guys need to calm down a little bit. Like, listen, drywalling never would do. There's a reason why guys get paid what you get paid to do that. But
it sucks.
Yeah, but like you know what? I wouldn't redo a whole house worth of plumbing, but I could get away with doing a lot of plumbing.
Yeah, it's kind of it's it's pretty logical.
Yeah, it all is. Like even the car, like my heater fan gave out. Coldest night of the year, classic.
Yeah. Standard.
And like, well, what am I gonna do here? And I just YouTube it and like,
yeah,
3 nuts in, 3 nuts out, and beautiful.
Nice.
Done. 20 minutes.
And you would have spent a couple $100 to take that into a shop somewhere at least.
Yeah, well, I accidentally went to Parts Source and overpaid on the heater. I'm like, I should have known better.
Yeah, I had to do the alternator on my truck.
Ooh.
And again, I have no experience in working on vehicles, but I'm like, I looked it up and I was like, hey, is this an easy thing to fix? And he's like, yeah, there's like 4 different bolts and you got to like take the torque off the belt or something. And so I borrowed a torque wrench from a buddy and did it all out. And it's like, okay, it seems pretty straightforward. There's no like weird stuff going on. You just pop the thing out, put the new one in, put the bolts back on. And it's like, great, I'm a mechanic now.
Yeah, right?
Hire me. Put that on my resume.
Yeah, I am better than everyone else.
Yeah.
I back
It's
my
a great
vehicle in.
feeling when you can fix your own vehicle.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Like I did Emily's sister's brakes last year. And I was like,
You can do the brakes on Alana's car, so.
It's way, like, it's a pain.
Yes.
Like, it's not one of those ones like, oh yeah, I'll gladly do your brakes now, but it's like,
Totally.
I can do this. This is easy.
Yeah.
I just gotta be smarter it gotta be stronger than the brake pads, and I gotta be smarter than them. And once I get through that, it's all good.
Okay. Well, that'll be once we're back end of January.
January.
Brake replacements.
I mean, hey, save your money, because then you can go out for another beautiful trip to Mexico.
Yeah, another. Yeah, I don't know about that.
Internationally, where would you like to play?
Internationally, I mean, Europe. Europe would be awesome. There's a lot of Winnipeg does a really good job of like getting local bands hooked up with promoters or people that can get these tours going. So I would love to get on something that goes and tours Europe a little bit because I've been to Europe a couple times. It's great.
It is.
There's all these little countries packed in a small space. You can like see so many different cultures and stuff.
Yeah, I like the fact that it trains.
Yeah.
Like, I would
we need better trains.
We do. And so, listen, when I'm Prime Minister of Canada, we're going to get rid of a bunch of nonsense.
Very good.
We're going to figure out ways to pay for trains.
We need some high-speed trains.
High-speed trains. So we're going to get the one from Toronto to Montreal.
Yeah.
Easy. And then we're going to do a big one from Thunder Bay all the way out to Edmonton.
I like it.
And it's going to connect like all the prairie provinces.
I'm going to talk to those guys in Japan, see what they're doing something over there. They're doing these crazy
Everyone's
trains.
doing it right except for North America.
Yeah.
And I'm sick and tired of it. I want to see the nation.
To be fair, we've got a much larger land mass with like crazy temperatures and like climate.
Very true.
But I think we can overcome it.
We can easily overcome it. And especially if you're like doing stops at small towns. Like if you're willing to like go check out Foam Lake, Saskatchewan, fine, whatever.
I think of what that would do to like revitalize some of these small towns.
Oh yeah.
Even if you just have like a basic train stop, like, the little restaurants or little small town cafes, it'd be great.
Yeah. And like it's so sad driving through these small towns. They're not dying necessarily, but a lot of them aren't doing well.
Totally. Yeah, people aren't moving to these places unless you're, on a farm or buying a family farm or something.
Well, and even the buying up land, good luck with that. Like, you work hard. What are you going to be able to actually afford at this point? Like,
totally.
I don't want to turn this into a whole, millennials bitching about the economy, but millennials are going to bitch about the economy.
Yeah. It's inevitable.
Yeah, it really is. And so we got our cheap, well, not even cheap booze. That's a lie.
Yeah.
Cheap weed? That's all we really got.
Yeah, it's cheap.
Yeah, well, comparatively to what it was before it was legalized.
Exactly.
Or so I hear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Pre-legalized.
I don't either. I've just heard things.
Pre-legal.
But I found a baggie of weed and
Found?
Yeah, so I worked at a ski hill when I was in grade 12.
Oh, okay.
And stoners culture and skiing just go together, and I was too nervous to touch it when it was like that. So I found it. My sister was a big old stoner, and so I'm like, "How much is this worth?" And she's like, $50. Like, okay. And now, like, thinking back, I'm like, that bitch ripped me off. That was at least $250.
That's so funny.
Yeah, well, I mean, she got me back with some cheaper weed one day, so I'm like, you know what? We're cool.
Yeah. Even out.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. But yeah, Europe I think would be top of my list.
What's the country or city that you're like, that's the one I would be most excited for?
I think I'd like to go to Germany again. Like we were in Germany like very briefly, but that's like where my family kind of traces back to.
Yeah.
Germany and Ukraine.
Okay. Oh, so you guys are like the kind of closer up to the northwest-ish.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be so my mom's side would both are both like German Mennonite, and then dad's side it's like German, Russian, Ukrainian, all.
Yeah, so I mean Mennonite, nevertheless, right?
Yeah,
like that's.
But so I was in Germany for like 3 days before in the winter, and saw some like Christmas markets and stuff. Oh. But it's just it seems like a really cool place.
Yeah,
and people that I know that have toured there is like, you got to tour in Germany.
Okay,
so I'd love to do that.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I hear lots of good stuff. I mean, like everyone speaks English out that way too. Yeah. So. You're not going to struggle too much.
No.
Maybe you're going to the Urals of Germany, but...
yeah. But yeah, no, if you're just in like the main cities, like...
Yeah.
It'd be good.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. Is there a favorite food out that way that you're... That it's like, I would love to have this actually in Canada done well?
I had like schnitzel out there. And I had schnitzel in Winnipeg at Oxbow.
Oh.
And they actually do really good schnitzel. Like, as good as what I had in Germany. So.
Okay. So, I mean, yeah.
So, shout out Oxbow.
Yeah, right? I mean, that's...
Sponsor this podcast.
Yeah, right? Listen, we are looking for sponsors, so if you want to give me $15 and a little treat.
Plate of schnitzel.
Gladly would take it. Or if you just want to pay for the beers on this podcast. Make a good Pilsner and I'll drink it.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
That's my plug for this podcast.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. Also go see Clinton and Cold Hard Cash because they, like I said, fantastic shows.
Yeah.
Like I've heard from our buddy Adam, who is the bassist for you guys. Like you've seen some silly stuff. What is the silliest thing that you've seen at like a true concert?
Like
Johnny
at a
Cash,
concert, or like what? Like
Johnny Cash tribute concert show. Because that's one's always interested me.
Right.
I've just heard some stuff from Adam, and I'm curious, what have you seen?
I'm curious what things he said, but like Johnny Cash is so like universally and like across the generations like known. Everybody like knows Johnny Cash. Like fairly often you get people come up in an intermission in between sets and be like, "Oh, this is my favorite song. Can I come up and sing a song with you guys?" So, like, you paid money to come. Like, what other show do you come to and come up to the band and ask if you could come and sing a song with them?
I love the courage of some people.
Totally. I mean, one was for somebody's birthday party. So one lady came up and sang Jackson. Of course. So, and it wasn't terrible. She did all right. She held it together.
Okay.
And another one we were playing at a wedding. We got asked to play a set at a wedding.
Interesting.
Yes.
So we're like first dance? Or like you just
it was after? It was kind of after.
Okay.
So it was cool. But then the groom came up and did a couple songs with us.
Yeah, I mean if you're the groom at your own wedding, why not?
Like, you let us eat all the food and you're paying us for this, like come up and sing a couple songs.
Hell yeah. We love a good free meal and some extra cash.
But so that's kind of funny. I'm trying to think of what things he would be thinking of. But what was he talking? Was he talking about Snow Lake? Because that was one I missed out on. But they went up to Snow Lake last year.
No, he didn't tell me about anything at Snow Lake.
I don't want to start proposed to at that show.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I'm not shocked because again, that's the most exciting thing those folks are going to see unless it's the wrestling tour that comes through there every other year.
That's cool. They got a wrestling tour.
Yeah, so it's called the Death Tour.
Okay.
And Snow Lake is like one of the first stops on that tour. And then they hit up a bunch of reserves in the north of Manitoba. And so
nice.
Guys will end up cruising on the ice. Like the ice highways up there.
Wow.
Yeah, so there's a really cool documentary called The Death Tour.
Okay.
If you got the chance to watch it, I'm not sure where you'd find it, but like
I'll track it down.
There's a lot of Winnipeggers in that.
Yeah.
And again, I love my independent wrestling. I don't shut up about it on this podcast. And I know Have you gone to a WPW show yet?
I haven't yet.
Okay.
Alana's made it out to that one.
Yes, she made it out to one.
And I was like really regretted not making it out to it. So
yeah, because it's, again, I think wrestling is Shakespearean at this point.
Yeah.
It's so over the top and so ridiculous, but it's so perfect.
Right.
That's the only way I can think of wrestling.
Well, it seems like the whole like the fan culture around it is just like people are so into it and so passionate about
and
it as a thing.
And they're passionate about their particular promotion or their show.
Oh, okay.
So in Winnipeg, there's two. There's the one I work for, Winnipeg Professional Wrestling, and then there's CWE. There's a couple others.
Yeah.
But those are two big ones. And so like, I hate on CWE, but I also love it because like all the guys that I work with at WPW also over there.
Okay.
And so it's easy. And that's when I invited you guys to, because I was like, you know what, this is a small venue, whatever. Let's just get, and like to go with your boys, to get drunk and silly and cuss out complete strangers. The best night. Like I went with the radio station. There was like 6 of us that went, and we got like just so much so to the point where it's like I shouldn't be here legally anymore. Not quite blackout, but like holy
on
smokes, on the edge. We were just dancing with it, but like, all of us just the best
nice.
time. And then
we'll get the boys out.
We'll get the boys out. Yeah.
So Adam's been out to.
Yeah, he went out to one. He
okay.
brought a lady friend, and then I don't know what happened with that. Sorry.
Just dying over there.
Yeah. Holy smokes. Hopefully the producer can take care of that, otherwise I'd look like a jackass.
Yeah. Cut that out.
Yeah, come on. But yeah, no, wrestling is just perfect. And yeah, like I said, you go with a group of guys and you just become 12-year-olds essentially.
Right.
And it's like you almost want to go like, well, let's go out to the snowbanks. Let's just wrestle each other again.
Oh man. Did you grow up like watching like WWE or
Yes.
anything?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was Friday Night SmackDowns was my jam. I loved it. And like the first time I remember watching wrestling, it ended with one of the heels running over John Cena with a car. And I thought John Cena straight up died. They just murdered this guy on live
at that age,
TV.
you don't realize how much of it is just kind of scripted. Like you think it's all legit.
Yeah, you're like, I just watched a man get murdered tonight. What the hell? Like I went to bed with a sick stomach.
Yeah.
What? And then like the next week it's a pay-per-view and it's like John Cena's back. You're like, whoa, he returned from the dead.
Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah, I didn't grow up watching any like pro wrestling stuff, but having watched a little bit more of it now, I'm like, I would love to get into the Winnipeg scene.
Well, like the best thing about the wrestling scene here is it's not they're not acting. Right. They're not going through the motions of it all.
Yeah.
These guys are incredibly intelligent about it. They're so good at what they do. They look at it and they're just like, hey, so they're not going to make these big mistakes. They're going to make you really feel like, okay, this guy is actually gassed after a 15-minute match and he's huffing and he's puffing.
Yeah.
In reality, these are the best athletes you've ever seen. Yeah. They're not gassed. Like they're tired, but they're not at that point where where you think they would be.
Yeah.
So again, wonderful, and actor is not the right term, but like they sell it properly. They do everything right.
Yeah.
And again, all those guys, you wouldn't know it.
Yeah.
You watch that and you're like, oh yes, that guy sucks. That guy's a son of a bitch. I hate him. But you meet him in the back and you're like, oh.
Yeah, they're probably the nicest people.
Nicest guys in the world.
Yeah.
James Roth, I had him on this podcast.
Oh yeah, it was like couple episodes back?
Yeah, it was a couple episodes back. It'll probably be like 5 episodes back from when we're at.
Yeah.
Just the salt of the earth kind of a guy. Just a beauty.
Nice.
And like, and anytime I see him, just makes time for me. And I'm like, listen, I'm just a guy. Why are you making time for me?
Yeah. Yeah, it's super nice to meet people like that.
Yeah.
I feel like Winnipeg has a lot of people like that in music or wrestling or whatever that are just, doing really cool art. You see them up on stage or whatever, but you also, because how Winnipeg is, you get to meet them, just out and about, and super awesome people. Joey Landreth is somebody who I've met at a couple different things and bought a guitar from him, and just super awesome dude. But like,
just another guitarist, or
him and his brother have the Bros Landreth is their band. Like they've been around
Okay.
Been around forever. Put out great records. Actually, off of Joey's first solo album. I think it's one of the last songs on the album was our first dance song at our wedding. Actually.
Oh.
So I saw him at I was at a house concert that he was playing at, so I told him about that. He thought that was cool. But yeah, he's a super super great guy, and so yeah, it's great when you have people like that are kind of it's their living doing music, doing their own music, and he's doing really cool stuff on guitar, but is also just like a really awesome person.
Yeah, and well. It's like there's been so many moments where it's like you kind of like there's a photo of me with a band on Instagram where it's like I was just chatting with Adam, and then all of a sudden it's like, yeah, you're part of the band. Grab a photo with them. Like, they're like, yeah, you're in. I'm like, okay. And it's like all of a sudden you find yourself in a green room, and it's like, I guess I'm here.
Yeah.
And like everyone's being super cool about this, and no one's being weird.
Nice.
So
yeah, that could be a weird thing if you just like end up in the band's green room.
Yeah, and it's like I've done that a couple of times where it's like I'm at the park and it's like, oh hey, just come on back. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, because you don't know what, like, is everybody going to be chill with this?
Yeah, and it's like, I know I'm just the guy that's sometimes on the radio. Yeah. But it's such again, like what I said earlier, this is just a silly little life, and I'm just kind of rolling with it.
Totally.
And I think that's the only way that you make it as an individual, whether it's guitarist or whatever the hell I'm doing. I still don't know.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah. I genuinely love it. So, okay, I ask this question of everyone.
Okay, sweet.
If you were to get a hold of Clinton, first night that you're playing a paid gig, what would you tell him?
First night, if I was to like go back and talk to myself,
first
time I was playing a paid gig.
Yeah. What would you? What's the advice you would give to that guy?
First paid gig that I remember was at Le Garage Cafe in St. Boniface, which is no longer there, with my buddy Daniel Lasorsi, who's still doing music in the country scene. This is like my kind of breakout gig into the country scene. He had Adam Kijiji because his guitarist bailed last minute, and I responded, went out, learned whatever. It was 3 sets, so I had to learn like 30 songs in like a month or something, and then go out and play it. But it's just what you got to do to get the gig, right? What would I tell myself? Probably to like people aren't there to see you play they are there, they'll enjoy your solos or the cool moments you have, but they're not there to see you as the guitar player. They're to see the artist that you're playing for. So to make sure I'm playing stuff that fits what we're doing and not trying to like stand out too much, not trying to like use it as a thing to get myself out there. Yeah, you are in a sense, because you're taking a gig and people pass your name on from it and all that kind of thing, but just to be a little more chill about it and a little less what would be the word, needy maybe?
Needy? Yeah, needy is a good word.
Needy, or just like desperate. You don't want to come across as desperate, I guess. Yes. And maybe I didn't at that gig necessarily, but I know I definitely did a bit at first. I was just like, I need to take every gig. I need to, make sure people see the cool guitar things I'm playing that I worked on for hours. And, it's less about that and more about, it's kind of a given that you're going to show up and know all the music and play it all correctly. But I feel like at least half the battle is like also being a good person to hang out with and get along with people, be easy to work with, and, bring a fun vibe to the room. Yeah. There's so much of this other stuff that you don't realize is way more important. Not way more important, but like the music aspect is obviously important, but it's just a given. It's like, we're all professionals here. You're obviously going to know the stuff. Yeah. Obviously you've learned your parts. But can you also, be a good person to hang out with and get along with other people, work well with others. Yeah,
I think especially if even you say going on a 12-hour road trip to go play a gig.
Oh yeah.
Holy smokes, like sitting in a car with another person.
Dude.
You better be a cool guy.
Yeah, I've played Stampede Week in Calgary a couple of years, and both times we drove out with a van of people. And so, people that I'm close with now. But like the first time, it's like a bunch of people, we've jammed a few times and rehearsed, but now you're gonna drive 14 hours across the prairies.
Yeah.
There's not a ton to do in those 14 hours.
No, and like you're gonna be annoyed because someone's gonna want a pee break only 2.5 hours into this drive. Like, really? Like, we can do another 2 hours.
Totally. Well, you kind of gotta learn to just be less of a picky person. And just be like okay to like set aside a lot of your preferences. And if everybody does that, then you all have that much better of a time.
Yeah.
But if one person's being picky and is like, oh, but I gotta have my seat back this far so my knees don't hurt, and I need to stop every hour for this or that. It's like, all right.
Yeah. So
we all realize we're riding in a van across Western Canada. This is not a super glamorous experience.
No, and like we're driving straight west. There is no deviation off of the one.
No.
And there's nothing to see. So get used to it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, like Adam and I, the first year that I knew him, we drove from Calgary to Winnipeg all in one straight shot.
Oh, really?
Yes. Because we went snowboarding out in the mountains.
Oh.
That was a devastating time.
Did he fly out?
He flew out.
And then you guys drove back?
Flew back, yeah.
Okay.
And I was quite annoyed with him because I was like, okay, I can do this drive in like 10 hours.
He flew back as well. So you drove by yourself?
No. So he flew there, and then we drove back this way together.
Gotcha.
But what's normally like a good 10, maybe 11-hour drive took us like...
From Calgary?
From Calgary to Winnipeg, and then we went up to Arnis afterwards. But it took forever because he's like, well, we should stop in Swift Current and like sit down and have a bite to eat. No. Well, no, but Mom, I don't care what your mom says. He's going to listen
to this podcast.
He is. I hope he knows. I'm sure I've told him. I was like ready to kill him.
Yeah, you probably were honest with him.
I was very honest with him. Listen, there's still an Albertan who lives inside me who I, have mostly shamed and put aside. But like every now and then, it's just like, comes out. And Adam saw the worst of the Alberta. He's seen the more Manitoba version of me now.
Nice.
So.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
I'm very much a power through.
Yeah, just go.
I've done a lot of, like my family probably did 4 road trips to BC because we got a bunch of relatives out there. So pretty used to that drive.
Yeah.
And so at this point, I'm like, I don't care if my knees hurt a bit. We're going to hit whatever gas stations we need to.
Yeah.
That's your break. Bring some snacks.
Yeah, you just keep going and you don't stop for nothing. You do your 5-minute stretch out in the co-op in, Moosomin, but that's it. Yeah. And like, that drive across Saskatchewan, if I could figure out a way to cut a landmouse out of the country, that's the one.
That's the longest stretch of the drive.
It is. Because you go from Winnipeg off to the border, and you're like, oh, that's pretty reasonable.
Yeah. Well, you're just getting into the drive, too.
Yeah. Yeah, but like even from here to Regina, I'm like, that's a good little drive. I don't mind here to Regina.
Yeah, what is that, like 5 hours?
5 hours, yeah. Because I know when I drive back out to Alberta to go see my folks, if I do like a straight shot in one day, I hit Sherwood Park, and I'm just like, I've got 1 more hour to go. And every time I call my dad, why the hell don't you live in Sherwood Park? I just need you to live here.
Yeah. I need you to move.
Yeah. I need you to move 1 more time for me. Only me, no one else.
Well, it's like until you get to Calgary, you can't see the mountains or anything.
No, that too.
Like you're just waiting to see mountains.
Yeah.
Having come from Manitoba is like, mountains are so cool.
Yeah.
You see flat all the time.
And see, for me, like when I got out here for the very first time and I did a portage trip, out in the White Shell.
Yeah.
That was like it hit me like a car where I was like, oh, the mountains are great.
Yeah.
But this is God's country.
Yeah.
Like
you realize really the beauty of Manitoba.
Oh, yeah. And like, it's easy to rip on this place, especially if you've only been to Winnipeg. But you get you go an hour outside the city, go north or go east.
Yeah.
You will have a wonderful time.
You have an amazing time. Go to the White Shell.
Even go up to Riding Mountain.
Yeah, go to
Riding Mountain. Tell me that that's not beautiful.
Oh, it's great.
It's gorgeous. And like you go up there for Country Fest every year.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And like Dauphin, it's
a great little town.
Amazing. And like the fact that it's just like placed between these 2 giant, what any Albertan would call hills.
Yeah.
It's just like, this is awesome. I lived out in Dauphin. I like that place.
Yeah, that's right.
I did.
How long were you in Dauphin for?
For about 2 years.
Okay, right.
It was a good 2 years. Pandemic again, right in the heart of it.
Right.
Trying to get my little radio career going, and it was a fun little town to be in, and depending on how my radio career goes, I wouldn't mind retiring out there.
Yeah.
Radio is a cockroach of the media world. It's not going to die. It will almost die. It's currently almost dead, but it's never going to die.
Yeah, I feel like radio could be a lot more like. I don't think people don't inherently hate radio because of that it's radio.
No,
it's because of how it's being utilized.
Yes, so. And
if you had a lot of there's a reason why people are listening to podcasts.
Yeah.
If you had that kind of stuff, that kind of programming, those kind of whatever, people hosting stuff on radio, I think people would listen to that on radio in that kind of format.
Yes, that's a very interesting thought, because I would love to, and this is just my own imaginary world.
Yeah.
I'd love to do a show where it's Howard Manshine and myself, the legendary Howard Manshine.
Shoot for the stars.
Oh,
I love
dude!
it.
And he actually just lives quite close to here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been over to his house a couple of times.
That's awesome.
Again, nicest guy in the world. One of my favorites. But I'd love to do a show because I'm so young and he's I'm breaking in.
Right.
He's gonna die in the radio studio. I'll be
Right.
straight up about that. Love him for it, but he's on the back. He's on the back a little bit of his career.
Yeah.
But I think it'd be fun to have a young guy and an old guy talk about
That would be
an album.
super cool.
And I think that would just be a perfect way to do a radio show.
I would love that.
See?
Would it be a AM radio, some classic AM radio, or do you get it on that?
I mean, if you could do it on City, do a late night Sunday night show, I think it would work out. But it can.
Awesome.
The thing with radio is people are listening for 15 to maybe 25 minutes at a time, generally.
It's usually if you're driving.
You're driving, yes. And that's where, so we want to make sure that when you flip on your car and you're going from home to the grocery store and back again, you're going to hear that one song that you know from your band, and that's it. So yes, you're going to hear 14 Tragically Hip songs in a day. I'm sorry you're going to hear 14 hip songs. But you're not going to hear the same one every single day.
Yeah.
Yes, you're going to hear Courage 3 times a week, but you know what? Just the way she goes.
It would be super cool. Obviously that kind of thing was on radio, because the record players obviously have been back in for a while, so people are all buying record players to put in their homes. But nobody's buying radios, portable radios to have in their home.
No.
But I think it's because there's generally not great programming on radios.
It's getting better.
Yes,
it really
absolutely.
is. The morning show with 92 on City.
I listen to that if I'm driving off to the next job site in the morning.
Exactly, and it's you kind of need. It's because they're willing to kind of go back in time with what radio is, and those guys are incredible at what they do.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of the issue is there's not a lot of people who have that care and understanding of it.
Yeah.
Like Joe Aiello on that morning show, absolute beauty, who understands radio because he was there for the golden age of radio, and is kind of trying to hold on to it a little bit.
Yeah.
For me, it's a lot of the issue is companies aren't investing in it because they see it as a waste.
Right.
Again, understandable because there's a billion podcasts out there. I'm eating up my own time when it comes down to radio. Doing this podcast, it's I could listen to Angus on the radio, or I could listen to Angus just shoot the shit with someone.
Right.
Where he's really truly himself and he's not trying too hard.
Right. It's less produced or whatever.
Yeah. Where it's I have to be very careful what I'm talking about there, and it's not a bad thing because it keeps me in mind. It keeps things in mind where it's I am being a little bit too much of a jackass here.
But I feel I can't even, there was some cool. I don't know if they were on 12 some AM radio shows. Yeah, I remember growing up that my grandpa would have on, or
and I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I can't even think of what they were called, but there were some random ones that would just be on, or you'd hear, and it's this is, you just leave it on when you're driving. It's this is fun.
Yeah,
just listen to.
Just guys just yapping for an hour and a half straight.
Yeah,
and it's
okay, This Is That. Do you remember that show?
No, I don't.
This Is That. I don't even remember what it was on, but yeah, it was like a radio talk show,
Yeah.
Canadian radio talk show.
Okay, so my dad used to drive not semi-truck, but like drill bits to rigs.
Yeah.
And we would listen to like the conspiracy theory. I think it was called Coast to Coast at night.
Yes,
Coast to Coast
I
AM.
that.
Yes.
Man, I totally forgot about that.
Yes, and I remember being like 8, 9, 10 years old and just like hearing the most wild stuff in the world, or just
totally
like Mothman. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
and it's like
that checks out.
Yeah. You know what? This crazy lady from Arizona, she knows.
Yeah, they did the research. That checks out.
That's why it's on at 3 a.m. on Saturday morning.
Yeah, exactly.
Ugh.
Yeah, but that kind of thing. We need more of that back on radio.
We really, I
love that.
Allowing a little bit of crazy at just like the most random times. And that's why I love doing what I do. Because it's like, especially like Saturday afternoons where you're just kind of being just a complete dink.
Yeah.
It just, it was a lot of fun where just no one listened. Well, like people are listening, but no one's really listening.
Right.
And so it's like you could get away with a lot. I could get away with a lot of nonsense. And like that's the thing is radio needs to be rebellious again. Like truly rebellious. And like I try to push that envelope, but they're like, no, this is corporate, blah blah blah.
Right.
And like we were talking about this before we got started, where we were talking about movies and how it's going to go through a renaissance soon enough. Yeah. It's a rough patch, and I think radio's in that spot where it's in a rough spot.
Yeah. But I don't think it's going to fully go away.
It never will.
It's at this point it got to this low or whatever, maybe not right now, but a number of years back, and it's still around. Yeah, well, and like, so Ford was going to pull AM radios out of all their vehicles. Yeah. And so many people complained, which blows my mind. Because you don't think AM radio's the thing, and then it's all like, But it's like, you know, so interesting. Like, again, that's that older generation. Mm-hmm. Like, for me, I use my phone, I stream the radio stations, and not enough people do that, because who thinks I'm going to stream? Yeah. I work in radio. I had to force myself to be like, okay, wake up, start streaming the radio station. But it's so nice to like throw my phone in my back pocket and listen to it throughout the house in the morning. Yeah, like it's. I didn't even think of doing that because like the AM side of my radio in my truck doesn't work super well, but I guess I could just. I mean, like we're all getting like 100 gigabytes of data at this point. I know, right? Why am I not utilizing it? Yeah, you might as well, because like you probably burn through like 20 gigs at the most. At the most, yeah. That's a rough month. So yeah, get it up to like 70. There we go. Stream the radio station. Perfect. Yeah, we're set. There we go. That's what I'm gonna do. Clinton, we just solved my dilemma. We have my lack of AM radio in my life. Hey man, there is nothing wrong with listening to a little, but that's the issue. They've become a lot of podcast dumping grounds. Is AM radio? Really? Yeah. So if you listen to CJOB, I'm gonna give those guys some crap here because it's become podcast. It's not some local guy. It's, okay. It's now CBC adjacent. Okay. Like. Not as left as CBC, but it's it's not. It's just like a podcast. It's podcast on the radio. Yeah. And so it's like no, go be AM radio. Go be your thing. Yeah. Don't just be a podcast player. Right. You're right. It's not like something that's specifically curated for the radio. It's a podcast on its own, and they're just playing it. Yeah, because they've got this contract with guy from Toronto or wherever. Interesting. Where it's like, I'd love to get, that guy that's grown up in Winnipeg yapping about the news in Winnipeg. Totally. Because that's what we're really like. Kind of like, everyone loves local. Yeah. Maybe it's just the blue collar guy in me. I just love a good some good AM radio on my way to work. Pipelining? Yeah. There is nothing better than rock radio and nothing better than AM radio. Yeah. Those two. Something calming about it in the morning. You know you're going to put in just a tough day of manual labor with your Tim's double-double. Yeah. You're going to listen to that guy who maybe for a year worked a blue-collar job. Totally. But he still gets it. He gets it. That's the vibe I want to give with the radio. Yes. Is that the people will be like, he did work hard at one point. Yeah. Realized he wasn't tough enough for it. He put in his time. He put his time in. He wasn't tough enough for it. Yeah. So he went over to the media side. Exactly. He's not taking those liberal dollars. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, that's hilarious. Yeah. All that to say, radio, got to make a comeback, I guess. She's going to come back. I believe it. MTV died?
Video did not kill the radio star.
Nope.
We buried that bastard.
Yeah.
And yeah. Will it ever come back to the point where it's like you've got, 40 people working at a station? No.
Yeah.
But it will come back.
Absolutely.
I fully believe it.
Yeah.
Wow, Clinton, this has turned into me just yapping about my
is
favorite
fun.
topics.
Well, I asked you questions about it because I was curious about it. So,
Okay. Well, here we are.
This is great.
Well, thank you so much for popping on the podcast.
This is fun.
Where are we going to find you in February, March?
February, March, Festival de Voyageur is the big one coming up. We're actually reprising the Taylor Swift set I did with Sid Bowman.
Oh.
They asked us to come back. So we're playing, let me just pull up my handy dandy calendar.
If you're outside of the city, outside of Winnipeg, come out for Festival de Voyageur.
Absolutely.
It's the coldest time of the year. Actually, that's a lie. Either it is the hottest part of winter or the coldest.
Or it's freezing.
There is no in between.
No.
But it is such a fun festival to
It's
check
great.
out.
It's so much fun, local music, and people are there hanging out, get some drinks, have some food. We're playing February 15th, Sunday.
Ooh.
Taylor Swift set.
February 15th. I thought, oh no, Super Bowl next year is going to be on the 14th.
Yes, this year it is.
On the 15th. Oh wow.
This year it's on the 15th?
I believe so.
Oh really? So we're playing
So
on
you
Super
are
Bowl
taking
Sunday.
on Super Bowl. You know what?
I think we're playing late. We're playing like the 9 o'clock.
You're playing
We're
9
playing
o'clock
like
on
8
a
or 9
Sunday.
on a Sunday. But it's the holiday Monday the next
Oh.
day. So
Shout out! It's Louis Riel Day.
Louis Riel Day.
God bless.
Absolutely.
Shout out an absolute legendary rebel.
Yeah.
Okay, so growing up in Alberta,
Yeah.
I learned that guy was a traitor and hated him.
Yeah.
And then I get out here and I'm,
Nah, he's the man.
and then you start, and so my buddy from Alberta actually was like, you should actually listen to some history on this guy.
Yeah.
And once I started to dig in, oh,
No, Louis Riel's the man.
he is the man. You know what? This is why Manitoba rocks. They were brought up by an absolute rebel.
Yeah. That's
So,
pretty cool.
he's-
I remember learning about it in high school. I probably should relearn some of this stuff because I've had to learn too many songs for gigs. It's all my memory space taken up by
You might as well
top
be
40
the
songs.
next Weaker Thans and just start singing about the history of the city.
Exactly.
Or sing about drinking beers with your cats. I guess you can't have cats.
I can't have cats.
No, R.I.P. the
Because
old
I'll die.
allergies. So thanks for coming out to listen to us yap with my cats because you're allergic.
I'm allergic and they love me, so that's great.
Yeah.
That's fun.
I can't believe my cat Reginald, who does not say hi to anyone, just rolled on up.
Came up
Said
for some
hello.
pets.
Yeah.
Let's try to get some chicken.
No, he didn't even want chicken.
No,
That
he
was
didn't
the
even
other
beg
one.
for chicken. He just wanted pets.
Yeah. He's
I love
legendary. Either way, I'm gonna let you go.